everyone, welcome back to the Library of Parthos. My name is Sarah and today we are unboxing the Owlcrate and Illumicrate boxes for the month of July 2023. As always, we'll start with Owlcrate, and the theme for this month is Break the Curse, which I am actually ahead of the game on this one. I've already read the book that's included in this box, and I feel like this is a very fitting title. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything inside the box. I have my handy dandy spoiler card here to fill us in on what each item was inspired by. So let's go ahead and dig in. All right, first off, we have this Suncatcher that was inspired by Violet Made of Thorns. I read that book earlier this year. It was a really good book. I'm super excited for the sequel to come out. So let me go ahead and take this out of the box and we'll take a look at it. This was packaged very carefully, and now I can see why, because this is absolutely gorgeous. I definitely need to hang this up right away. So on the moon, it does say "My curse, my ruin," and I love the little gem at the bottom to really make things sparkle. I'm super excited to hang this up in one of my windows. Next, we have this reusable shopping bag that is in a little tote. I love these because I feel like there are so many times that I realize I need something on my way home from work and I don't have a reusable shopping bag with me. So I really love these bags because you can just clip them on like a purse or a backpack or something, or just like leave them in your car, and then they don't take a lot of room, but then you have a bag with you always. So I'm not gonna take this out because it looks like it's pretty complicated. I'm sure it's not, but it's folded so nicely. I don't want to ruin that. But this is from Howl's Moving Castle, and if you look closely, you can see Howl and Sophie on the print of this bag. So it's really, really pretty. Next up, we have this highlighter set. There are 3 different highlighters in here. This is inspired by The Wrath from the Dawn, 6 Crimson Cranes, and To Kill a Kingdom. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these out so we can get a closer look at them. I am a huge stationery collector, so I love a good set of highlighters. Looks like we have a fine tip on one side and a like chiseled tip on the other side. So super excited to use these. You can never have too many highlighters or pens or pencils or notebooks, in my opinion, so these will get a lot of use. This month's Treasured Tomes pin is from Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. I really enjoyed this book. I read it 2 years ago in the winter, which is like the best time to read it, I think. And my mom just told me she recently finished this book and really enjoyed it as well. So I was excited to show her this pin, and I'm super excited to add it to my pin banner. The little quote on the inside says, "In the mirror, I had become a queen in a dark forest made of ice." So I love all the little details on these pins, and I'm super excited to have like the full set whenever they're all released. Going back to what I said before about never having too many notebooks, there's also a notebook in this box. So the cover of the notebook says "How to Live Forever," and on the back there's a quote that says, "What is a person if not the marks they leave behind?" This is inspired by The Invisible Life of Addie, LaRue. And the book for this month is Garden of the Cursed by Katie Rose Poole. As I mentioned, I've already read this book. I highly enjoyed it. It was really engaging. It is the first in a series because there were a lot of cliffhangers at the end, so I'm really intrigued to see what happens in the next installment of this story. But I will read the quick synopsis that's on the spoiler card for you. But first of all, let's take a look at the book itself. It has this beautiful dust jacket on it. There's my bookmark. There is artwork on both of the inside covers. So there's the first one, the second one. The outside of the book has 2 like, this is like a poster from the story, and this is a book that is referenced. And then there is artwork on the inside of the dust jacket as well, which looks like this. So highly recommend this book. I will absolutely have a review of it coming up soon, but I figured I should probably unbox it before I do that. So here's the little synopsis that is on the spoiler card. Our protagonist, Marlo Briggs, takes the risk and makes a deal with the boy who turned her away in order to get closer to her mother's disappearance. So yeah, that's basically it. that's pretty much it. There's lots of magic, there's lots of like scheming in the book, and if you couldn't tell by the title, there is a curse that needs to be broken, hence the theme for this month's box. But yeah, so that is it for the Owlcrate box. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside the Illumicrate box. So the theme for the Illumicrate box for this month is you win or you die. I did read the book synopsis. I have not read the book itself, but I did read like the little summary, and I also feel like this is a very fitting title based on the little bit of information that I have on the book. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside this box and the book itself, and hopefully I'll get to read that soon. Okay, the first thing that's in this box is this pouch, and there's nothing in the pouch, which is amazing because how many times can you use like a pouch to just like store stuff in and you don't have one? So this is a really pretty embroidered pouch. It has like a silk lining on the inside, drawstring, of course. And this is inspired by the Final Strife, which I am not familiar with, but I'm super excited about this pouch. I don't know what I'm gonna keep inside of it, but it's always good to have. Next up, we have this Guess the Character card game, which is supposed to be like a take on Guess Who. So I'm gonna take out some of the cards so we can take a look at them. Oh, they have names on them. I was gonna say, I don't know how well I would do at this game because as I'm sure you've noticed, there are quite a few books that I have not read, but they do have character names at the bottom. So beautiful artwork and then the character names at the bottom. Let me just see if there are any that I like actually am familiar with. Oh my gosh, this is not looking good, guys. So from what I can tell, out of all of these cards, Aelin is the only one that I'm familiar with. So this game might not work right now for me, but I love the art on it and I think it's a really cool concept. Like I love playing board games and card games, so maybe someday I'll be able to do this. Next up, we have this towel inspired by The Hunger Games Catching Fire. It's probably going to be hard to see for me to hold the entire thing up, but here's kind of like the main print on this towel. The rest of it is just kind of like forest and sky, but here we do have a picture or an image of Katniss. So this is really pretty. Next up, we have these tea mugs, which are inspired by a magic steeped in poison. I did take a peek at these. They're really pretty. So they have the same like really pretty flower design that's on the front of the box. So I'm super excited to use these, and I love that they come in a set because I love getting the mugs whenever they come, but it's only just one, so you know, you have just like a collection of mismatched mugs that are all similar in theme, but it is nice to have like a set. Next up, we have the book for this month, which is called Sarah Hashem, the Jasad Air, I believe is how we say it. This is still in the plastic, so let me take it out and then we could take a look at the inside artwork, and if there is any, and also read a quick summary of this story. Okay, so on the front it does also say, "From the ashes a queen rises." No artwork on the inside, and it doesn't look like there's anything on the back of the dust jacket either, but we do have this same really pretty pattern that is on the sprayed edges of the book. So it says, 10 years ago, the kingdom of Jasad burned. Its magic outlawed, its royal family murdered down to the last child. At least that's what Sylvia wants people to believe. The lost heir of Jasad, Sylvia, never wants to be found. She can't think about how Nizal's armies laid waste to her kingdom and continued to hunt its people, not if she wants to stay alive. But when Aaron, the Nizal heir, tracks a group of Jasadi rebels to her village, staying one step ahead of death gets trickier. In a moment of anger, Sylvia's magic is exposed, capturing Aaron's attention. Now, to save her life, Sylvia will have to make a deal with her greatest enemy. If she helps him lure the rebels, she'll escape persecution. A deadly game begins. Sylvia can't let Aaron discover her identity, even as hatred shifts into something more. Soon, Sylvia will have to choose between the life she wants and the one she left behind. The Scorched Kingdom is rising and it needs a queen. So, sounds super interesting. I can't wait to start this book. I'm hopefully going to get to it soon. I have one more that I need to return to the library, so that's going to have to take precedence for a while, but definitely interested in this story. So that is everything in the July 2023 Owlcrate and Illumicrate boxes. Thank you so much for unboxing with me. If you've read either of the books, The Garden of the Cursed or The Jasad Heir, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the story. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!